Hey everyone, it's Oscar here, bringing you another great episode of Life After Deportation, the podcast. In this podcast, we dive into the topic of life after deportation. So grab your headphones, turn it up, let's unwind together, and welcome to another episode of Life After Deportation. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another great episode of Life After Deportation, the podcast. Today's episode is another beautiful, great episode. We're going to talk about the beauty of being deported, the good thing about being deported. Many of us, if not, you hardly ever hear it, but what are the bright side of being deported? You know what I mean? What is the beauty? What is the good? You know what I mean? We all hear about the bad, about deportation, but let's talk about the great things about deportations. You know what I mean? Now, without further ado, let's dive in. Now, if you haven't done so already, I want to go ahead and encourage you to go ahead and like, subscribe, and even share this podcast, all right? So we can ensure and encourage others that there is life after deportation. All right, guys, so check it out. One of the great things about deported is the same thing, which is the bad thing about being deported, is being in your own home country. Now, if you will, one of the best things about being deported is actually being in your home country. You know what I mean? Because you no longer are undocumented. You know what I mean? I mean, let's be real. Now you have your ID. Now you have a social security number. You know what I mean? And this is what I like to talk about is opportunities. You know what I mean? The way I like to see it is, I'm lost for words already because I'm so fired right now. I'm so fired to talk about the great things that deportation can have, you know what I mean, on somebody. You know what I mean? Now, for one, you're in your own home country. What's stopping you? You have your ID. You have your social security number. What's stopping you? You know, in the States, like many of us, we're documented, working under the table, or even working with a fake social security number, working with a fake ID, getting paid cash, getting paid on the table. And we work hard. We hustle hard. We had that dream. And we were able to accomplish many, many things while being undocumented in the States. So imagine you apply that same energy level in your own home country, you could become unstoppable, my boy. You have what it takes. This is why you're deported, because you got what it takes to be here. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, being deported has a lot of great benefits. Like I said, guys, you're in your home country. You know, what's stopping you? You wanted to start your own business. You wanted to become a barber. You want to have a construction. You want to have a beauty salon. You wanted to have your own, your own franchise, your own fast food restaurant, your own construction company. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, and you had that dream already in the States, and you already got deported, well, then apply that here. It may not be as easy, to be honest with you, because you have to rebuild. You know what I mean? You had to rebuild. You had to rebuild from zero. You had to rebuild who you are, where you're at. You know what I mean? You had to rebuild your life. So it may not be easy, but it's doable. You know what I mean? And that's one of the other beauties of being deported is that it may not be fair for others, but we get a second chance. You know what I mean? We have that second chance to start over. And it be a little selfish. It may sound a little selfish, you know what I mean? But us that actually have been deported, we have that one up because we have been given a second chance. Okay? So it's not what has been done. It's what we can do after this. You know what I mean? Where can we go after this? Where can we push ourselves after this? You know what I mean? So, I heard, there's been a lot of successful stories that I have been hearing with a lot of our community, fellow deported community, just breaking the barriers, just breaking stigmas, you know what I mean? Just going out there and applying their skills to the fullest, I have a really good barber that he actually got deported around the same time I got deported, and he worked at a call center. He did the whole thing, working retail in Mexico, trying to cross the border, and he decided to follow his dream, his skills. So his big skill was to become a barber. He loved cutting hair. You know what I mean? And now, this guy, may not be a multimillionaire, but he's chasing his dream. He's got 3 barbershops right now. I mean, they may not be producing $1 million. I'm not saying he's driving a Ferrari right now, but my boy's living the dream. You know what I mean? The Mexican dream. Everybody talking about the U.S. dream, the American dream, but you guys ever heard about the Mexican dream? I mean, if you guys don't know what the Mexican dream is, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. The Mexican dream is to have your own house, your own family, well, your entire family living in one house, because we're Mexican. Have a little terreno for your kids. You know what I mean? And have a little tiendita in your front door. That's the Mexican dream right there. Tell me I'm not right or tell me I'm not wrong, but that's the Mexican dream right there, my boy. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys like this little mini episode, guys. This is episode 1, and I'll get you guys more episodes coming, guys. So this is just a hook, and I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, ask questions, engage, do what you got to do. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Remember, there is life after deportation, all right? So let's go, Team Jesus. If you'd like more information on how to contribute or would like to share your deportation story, please reach out via email to deportedintj@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast and to our other platforms like YouTube so we can continue encouraging that there is life after deportation. Oh, in Jesus' name, let's go.